Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Man United to extend Victor Lindelof's contract until the summer of 2025. Manchester United have decided to trigger the extension clause in Victor Lindelof's contract amid his impressive run of form, the Daily Star report. The Sweden international has been a key player for the Red Devils over the past few weeks in the injury absence of Raphael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. The centre-back has impressed with his positioning and concentration. He should keep his starting spot for the rest of the campaign due to the injury crisis. It's now reported that United will activate the 12-month option in his contract. In doing so, the 28-year-old will be contracted to them until the summer of 2025. Meanwhile, a summer sale of Lindelof has not been ruled out. United plan to keep him for another season unless they can recoup the £31 million fee paid to Benfica. Lindelof and Harry Maguire have been regulars on the bench this season, with Varane and Martinez preferred as the central defensive pairing by Erik Tanhaag. This has led to speculation over the futures of both players, but in our opinion, Lindelof should not be sold this summer. The Swede is still in the prime of his career. Instead of him, United should look to part ways with Maguire, who has been prone to making defensive errors. There are already claims that he could move on this summer. If that happens, the club need to pursue another left-footed central defender. Judging by recent report, Sporting Lisbon star Gonzalo Inacio could be United top target. The Red Devils are currently lacking another left-footed centre-back after Martinez. Tanhaag has played Luke Shaw as a makeshift central defender on several occasions. Gary Neville suggests reason Fred has fallen out of favour at United. Gary Neville has suggested that he has some insight as to why Erik Tanhaag hasn't been playing Fred lately. Speaking on the overlap, Neville suggested the reason as to Fred's exclusion. He said, "He left Fred out for the last few months because he wants Eriksen. I have got a little bit of an insight into why Fred's not playing. Sabitzer is playing because he can hold the ball." He went on to explain that Tanhaag wants to control the ball and dominate possession, something he can't do with Fred. Fred isn't a typical Tanhaag midfielder and offer less on the ball and more in his tenacity and how he creates chaos. Neville also went on to promote his hopes in United stopping the City treble charge. Talking of the gameplay he hopes to see, he said, "I think United have got a chance. I am not saying they are going to win. I don't feel that confident, but I have booked my tickets. I am going down, and I have got a little bit of hope that tradition and history will look down on us." Neville added that in order to win, United must respect City and set up in a solid manner. He said, "We can't press City high and basically think we can keep possession of them and expose our centre-backs, so I think we have got to make sure we are a little bit more thoughtful in the game, but in it with 15 or 20 minutes to go." He continued to say that if anyone is like to stop the City treble charge, it will be United, displaying little faith in Real Madrid's chances of winning against them in the UEFA Champions League. Alejandro Garnacho tells Man United fans to expect more success in the future. Manchester United youngster Alejandro Garnacho signed a new contract that will keep him at Old Trafford until 2028. The 18-year-old has enjoyed a breakthrough campaign for the Red Devils under Erik Tanhaag, bagging 4 goals and 5 assists. He was delighted after committing his future to United. He told ManUnited.com, "It's a great day for me and my family, and I have worked a lot for this moment. I want to say thank you to the manager first because he gave me the opportunity, and of course my family, all academy coaches, and everyone who has helped me so much. It's been a positive season for me, scoring my first goal and helping the team on with my first trophy. It's been a special year, but it's just the start. We have to keep working. We have more work to do." United's lack of attacking options on the left flank allowed Garnacho to display his talent, and he grabbed his opportunity with both hands. The Argentine has shown the ability to lift the crowd from their seats with his trickery, and breakneck pace. If he can continue to produce performances like he has this season, the Red Devils will save a good 50 to 60 million pound on the transfer market. He has missed the previous 6 weeks of action with an ankle injury. His absence was felt as United stumbled in the last few games. When Marcus Rashford was given the centre forward role, Tanhaag had to rely on Jadon Sancho on the left, who is yet to deliver, as he did for Borussia Dortmund. Garnacho has returned to training, which will be a big boost for the Dutchman. United are in a race to finish in the Premier League top 4 spot and will face Manchester City in the FA Cup final in June. The Starlet will be playing a massive role in the business end of the season. Erik Tanhaag gives his verdict on whether Marcus Rashford is a striker or a winger. Erik Tanhaag has given his opinion on whether Marcus Rashford is better suited as a striker or a winger. Rashford has been absolutely immense this season. The England international has scored a total of 29 goals so far this campaign, absolutely smashing his previous tallies. The forward has undeniably been United's main source of goals all season. He has played in both the left winger role and as a striker, which has been necessary amid an injury-ridden squad in the second half of the season. But where does he play better? Ten Hag gave his verdict. He said, "I think he can do both. Sometimes it depends on the opposition, which role he best fits. What is important for him also is the formation. He can bring players into the game around him. He needs to be in a position where he can make combination and make movement. I think he is doing that very well. I am happy and I am satisfied with his role as a striker, but also when he is playing from the left, he also has a big impact on our games." Rashford has proven over the season that he can play both roles. However, left winger is arguably where he is more dangerous. His blistering pace and trickery along with his dynamic runs really stretch defenses. Plus, he is also most lively cutting in on his right, which sometimes isn't an option in a central role. The main thing is Rashford is firing from both positions. Long may it continue. Erik Ten Hag sends a clear message ahead of Aston Villa clash. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has sent a clear message ahead of the club's Premier League clash against Aston Villa at home this afternoon. The Red Devils held a comfortable 2-0 lead at the interval against Tottenham Hotspur in midweek, but they squandered their advantage to share a point. Ten Hag will want a strong response from his players after the disappointing result, and speaking to MUTV's Mark Sullivan, he is looking forward to beating Villa. Back in November last year, United beat Villa 4-2 in the League Cup third round, but they suffered a heavy 3-1 league defeat in the same month at Villa Park. Ten Hag highlighted the same to Sullivan and said that United want to get revenge for the loss in Aston. He said, "Yeah, definitely, big test. We have proven we can beat them in the Carabao Cup when we did, but in the weekend before, we had a tough day in Birmingham, and we want to get revenge for it." United were cruising against Spurs on the road on Thursday night, but they got complacent after the break and failed to secure a fourth straight league win. This was the second occasion that they had squandered a 2-0 lead this month. They were in a similarly dominant position against Sevilla in the first leg of the Europa League. Against Villa, United will face another big test in the top 4 race. They must maintain the same intensity over 90 minutes and must not put the foot off the pedal after going ahead. On paper, the Red Devils have the vastly better squad, but Unai Emery's side won't provide an easy challenge. The West Midlands side have been in fantastic form since Emery took charge. The Villains have accumulated 39 points. Only Arsenal have managed more, 41. United need another quick start to unsettle Villa's backline. United target Uriant admits a transfer is getting close. Manchester United target Uriant has admitted a transfer is close, however didn't mention any club names. The Ajax defender was linked heavily to United last summer as Erik Ten Hag raided his former club for Anthony and Lisandro Martinez. The Dutch centre-back has reportedly been persuaded to stay an extra year out of loyalty for his boyhood club. However, in a revealing interview with The Telegraph, the 21-year-old has said he is now edging closer to a move away. He said, "A transfer is getting closer. There is a lot of specific interest, and I have made agreements with Ajax. Last summer, they asked me to renew and stay for one more season. I did this out of love for the club. Due to the known United interest in him, it appears likely that the Red Devils are the unnamed club. The versatile defender is a favorite of Tanhaag as the two work together in Amsterdam. He is the player Tanhaag requested first from his old club. Timber has also spoke fondly of his former defensive partner Martinez. The Argentine left Ajax for United last summer. With Timber reminiscing of these days, he said, "I know how great it is to play alongside Lisandro, though my performances don't depend on him only. We were amazing together, especially with communication. It doesn't surprise me that he played so good for Manchester United before his injury." This seems to be a subtle hint to Rod Tamber's desire to reunite with his former teammate in Manchester. Tamber and Martinez were rock solid together, conceding just 19 goals in their last season together. However, eyebrows have been raised at the idea of both playing together in the Premier League, given their lack of height. It might make more sense that Timber is being looked at as a right back option instead, although Martinez has shown this season that height doesn't always matter. Manchester United and Chelsea showing interest in Paris SaintGermain's Achraf Hakimi. A new right back has been on the agenda of Manchester United manager Erik Tanhaag pretty much since the start of the season, and it looks like a summer change is in the offing. Now, according to Football Insider, United have joined Premier League rivals in the race for Paris Saint-Germain star Achraf Hakimi. The French champions are open to offloading the fullback for 50 to 60 million pounds, and both English sides are willing to pay that amount to secure his services. The report reads, Paris Saint-Germain are open to offers for Chelsea target Achraf Hakimi this summer. The French giants are planning a major rebuild of their squad, with the club eager to bring in more youngsters instead of signing established superstars. PSG have placed a 50 to 60 million pound price tag on Hakimi, with Chelsea and Manchester United both showing interest in the 24-year-old. The Moroccan has been an ever-present member of the first team since his £60 million move from Inter Milan back in 2021. He has made 36 appearances across all competitions and managed 4 goals and 5 assists. He has also shown his versatility by playing as a right midfielder on occasions, with PSG utilizing his attacking prowess in certain games. Chelsea have been long-time admirers, and United will find it difficult in case PSG are truly looking to sell, but they can certainly try, and the 24-year-old would be a perfect addition to Ten Hag's plans. Manchester United have Gonzalo Inacio on a transfer list, and his skill set suits Erik Ten Hag. While a lot of defenders have been linked with the Red Devils, the profile of Gonzalo Inacio stands out among the crowd. He is left-footed and is a major draw for top teams, and his passing ability from the back and his defensive acumen have impressed one and all. As reported by Record via Sport Witness, the 21-year-old is one of the most coveted players in Europe after his performances this season for Sporting Lisbon. The Portugal international has made 47 appearances across all competitions and managed 3 goals and as many assists. His current release clause stands at €45 million, and the report mentions he is also on the list of players United are looking at, and the club intend to sign at least one more central defender. It's mentioned that with the Portuguese side set to miss out on a Champions League football next season, they will be looking to raise capital by offloading one of their top stars. The Portuguese side are in negotiations with the players' camp over a new deal that will add a year to his deal and increase his release clause to €80 million. The player does not want a clause of more than €70 million, as that might hamper a potential move. The same report also cited Ojogo and mentioned that Sporting believe a proposal may arrive at any moment from either United or his other suitors. Inacio's skill set certainly helps with what Tanhaag wants from his defense, and he would be a perfect understudy for Martinez if the deal does go through. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.